I hope you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.
The
Alright, here we go. For all the marbles,
Mr.
Sushi,
like
Mr. Faker, a big BO3.
They used to
I'm gonna say this once.
They did a whole bunch of
I'm gonna
weird
say this
stuff, right?
once.
I think when you've got Zeka and
I'm gonna
you've
say
got
this
this
once.
on the same
Okay, I
squad,
might say it twice
and
later if I get
play
rage
around
baited.
with a whole bunch of different
But
flex
because
picks,
you're
right? That's
here
the beauty
early,
of having
I'll
both
tell
of
you
these
once, and you
players
might already know
that
this, but I'm gonna
now-
remind you
and it's
one more
weird talking
time.
about Zeka in the light of
The
large
winner of
champions,
this
but
gets
he really
second
has
place.
expanded
Sally,
that champion
why
pool
is
over
second
the
place
years.
important?
Zeus as well.
If you get
So
second place,
no
you
stranger
start
to
in
a
round
lot of
2
weird
instead of
stuff.
in round
Maybe on
1.
the top side of the map
And that
being
means that
used
if you
now.
win one best of 5, you go to Worlds. That's it. If you start in second place, you win one best of 5, you're at Worlds. Now, Humble Life's already at Worlds, so for them it's okay. Worst case, they lose, doesn't matter, they're at Worlds. But for T1, if they win this, best of 3, they just need to win one best of 5 and they're at Worlds. Big game. Very big game. Where is Worlds this year? Worlds this year is in Texas and New York. America. Worlds in NA always fucking bangs. That's a fact. Whether you like it or not, it slams. NA crowds are actually fucking baller. They cheer for everyone. It's actually crazy. When I was in 2022 Worlds in NA, they just fucking screamed for everyone. Gam's winning a game, they're all drinking beer and losing their mind. Alright, Ori's open, Vi's open, Cassio's open, Jace is open.
They get Orianna.
A lot open.
In
Lucian open. No, Lucian's out.
We'll see what they
Vi's
decide. That
out.
it's best to not
So
let
Cassio
Konami
Ori's
play
a trade.
which is I think a decision that
Chase
most
is open.
people are happy to make.
Yunara Lulu is a big bot lane for T1 bot lane. Big one. Big one.
This is the scary part. No Snake Lady going to be banned.
Don't forget, HLE really like J6. They do like their J6. It's something that they were just enjoying a lot. Could be Jace, could be Cass, could be Orianna. Probably one of the 3. Take the Cassio. So that means Faker gets his Orianna. Now the Jace is interesting.
I think they probably
There's
had
also
a
Lee Sin
about how they want to set up a comp around
and
this
Jarvan,
Cassiopeia.
which
This
are
is
pretty
gonna
big.
give over the
Wow,
Ezreal
Ezreal 1-2 for pace.
Which is, you know, Pace best
What?
performing
Ezreal
AD
Karma?
right now. I think probably
Okay,
minds
just pick the most prio bot lane in the game, 1-2, and
end
just
of
make them
tonight
push the
or-
lane.
MVP,
Alright, I
you
mean,
know,
there's
he and
counters to
Jovi
this,
right
right?
now
They can
are
play a
competing for
Ziggs
that
lane
spot, I
later
would
on, or they
say.
can play Nautilus if
Pretty
they want to
crazy,
play like
how
aggressive.
Just reminded me that I need to put my vote in.
Some
Yeah, me
teams
too. I
play
was
like
well, we gotta vote.
Caitlyn
I'm
into
like,
this,
yeah,
which is
today's
kind of
last
rough,
day.
but
I always
some
wait till
teams
the
play
very
Kate
end of the
Lux
last
into
day,
it.
so we have all-
They could
see
take
what this is
Jace
gonna
here
be.
as well.
Maybe
Like I
a
said, they can go
jungle
full
picker
top
for
side like
Konami.
Lee Sin
Could go
Jace.
for the Lee
Yeah.
Sin since they have the Cassiopeia on
And
their
just
side.
drop the bot
That's
lane.
what he is looking at.
They have Jhin as well, which is a good answer to Ezreal Karma. No Olaf blind? I thought they would go Jace blind.
I also been playing it.
I mean, if I feel like T1 might go Skarner here, or they'll go Ori.
And a lot of that comes from the top lane.
Or
when
they'll
you are going
go
for this Karma
counter
early in
pick
the
top,
draft,
which
and
into Jace
so
is
many of those
probably
top lane picks are
Santi or
countered
Yorick.
by
These
the
are their
Vayne
4
in lane.
options. I would say
Wow,
Ori's
the
Giga
Jace.
Broken.
What?
They
Why
will
do you
lose
blind?
Skarner
I know
or
it's Zeus, so
Cassante
that's why you
or
blind
Yorick.
Jace, but there's not a whole lot of repercussion.
Yeah, but Olaf on
Doesn't
3
mean that
here
Ona
feels
wouldn't be able
kind
to
of
get
bad.
Skarner,
I
I
think the
guess.
Orianna
The
is
Orianna
something
would
you
go away,
need. You
and
need
so
the
they do
Orianna.
prioritize the Orianna
You
instead.
need the Orianna.
Okay.
If you're T1
that
here, I
was a
think Ziggs,
gambit,
Nautilus,
and they
or
were very
Jhin are
lucky that they
pretty
got
good
away with
bans.
it, I think.
Yeah,
These
we'll
are champs
see
that you will probably pick into
what the
Ezreal
game plan
Karma.
is here, maybe about how they want to
Yeah.
play style. I think Jarvan
Yeah.
is probably the first ban.
Yeah.
They want to get off the table here with the Orianna.
I wouldn't ban
available,
G4.
and
I would
probably
personally ban
the
Skarner.
Olaf will follow, but
I
that
think
does
Skarner
mean
would
Yorick
be
gets to play
toxic.
Yorick.
Actually, Jarvan's not a
He's
bad.
very good
No,
Yorick
Jarvan's not a
player.
bad ban. Jarvan's
So
not a
you have
bad
to make
ban.
some pretty tough
Jarvan's
choices,
not
like
a
you
bad
said, with
ban.
the blind Jace here.
I feel like this is
Yeah,
a
I think
draft
it's Olaf. I don't think
where
this ban is all that
Yunara
necessary.
Lulu.
Ziggs has been
I wonder if they would play it
not
here.
all that powerful. I think
HLE.
Caitlyn for them to worry
Jarvan's
about.
pretty good. They have Orianna, right? Orianna, Jarvan, and Cassio. It's kind of
I
cringe.
do agree with you that the Olaf is probably
There's
the
the
next
Ziggs ban,
consideration.
nice. There's the
No, I
Not
would've
ban,
gone
nice. Alright, the
taking a
two
lot of,
primary ones are out.
need to
Jhin is the
now.
fullback, I would
Five
say.
options
If I'm
for
HLE,
Fields.
I could
Ezreal's
do like
pretty
Jinrel.
free too,
What's
so
the last ban? Skarner
Olaf
ban? You could
would
ban
really open
Skarner,
this competition up quite
Cassante,
heavily.
Yorick. They do
the
ban the
Yorick
Olaf.
ban, but I
Alright,
really
I think
think the Olaf
T1's
is better.
probably pretty
Yeah.
happy. Just,
Each now
I mean, you
for
could go
T1. They end
Xin
up
Zhao
playing
actually. Xin, Karma,
something like
Ori is
Ambessa
pretty
into
good.
the
That gives a
Jace,
lot
which
of
is
carry
really gonna
potential to
struggle.
Ona.
Zeus is Jace.
But Skarner does
I
fit the
think you
comp
can
nicely.
also just grab
Into
There's the
this comp, so
Cassante.
if you go for the Cassante, you've already
Very
got
nice.
that
I think
combined
hiding jungle is
pseudo
nice.
gauge.
Hiding jungle is nice. Get a bit more
And then
intel.
the Skarner
Because if
does
they have a
look
lot of,
really
if they
nice
go like a dash
follow-up.
champ, like I don't know, Yunara, maybe Skarner value
They
goes
have-
down.
the way they've
I would
drafted
be
this
surprised if
basically
they don't go
have
like,
some sort of backup
I don't know. I feel like
Let's see what Grumman
Jinrel,
decides to go
Jin
with.
Leona doesn't sound great.
If
I mean, they
it's
could do
Jhin,
Yunara
we
Lulu.
might
I mean, it's the only option. I know it's not the best Jhin draft, but you have to understand that you need to pick a champ that can lane. You could do Jhin Seraphine, actually. Maybe that lanes. Sometimes, maybe it doesn't fit the comp, but Ezreal Karma is with bans is fucking OP. You need something that can at least play the game. Oh, Alistar is completely what? Alistar into Ezreal Caedrel? Oh my god, they've completely FF'd bot lane. Oh my god, if I'm Kanavi this game, I'm doing one camp into bot gank and hoping for the best or some shit. I'm scared for Hammerlife in bot lane.
Let's hope topside wins.
Why is he doing now? Why is he laughing like a rat? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Just go Zinzao, worst case, or? What are you cooking? What are you cooking? The Mundo or what? Okay, Zinzao, not bad. He's chilling. I mean, I think T1's comp is really good. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. The problem with T1's comp only is this guy is Jace and his name is Zeus. So I would be really careful about that guy. But this bot lane, like, if Guma and Delight are even at minute 10, then slap my ass and call me Robert. Because, oh my god, is this the most unlaneable bot lane I've ever seen in my life. But this guy is the guy who could save the day. He's like fucking Captain America at this point. He needs to do 2 camps into bot, 3 camps into bot. He needs to find like some cheese bot gank to get the Ezreal Karma summoners so they can't just fist him on the tower. But the good news is, into the Jace, I would say that the Doran has the best champ into the Jace. But that is Zeus' Jace. You don't sleep on that. You do not sleep on the Zeus Chase. I can see why Hammerlife picks full topside. I mean, their topside is insanity. But oof, Ezreal Karma 1-2. I think maybe they should have put a bit of love to the bot lane. Not his bot lane. Just put the camera bot. Guma, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Guma. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what you're about to be put through for the next 10 minutes. This is...
Yep. Something that Zeus has already said
This is not funny. Oh shit.
Here
it is. And T1 bot lane didn't ward for it. They didn't ward for it. The most full send possibility play for Lee Sin. Is he gonna hit? Is it a max win? Oh, they warded. This is the only play they have, Hammerlife, to break bot lane.
Oh, the flash
is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Oh, it's fucking beautiful. Is it beautiful? It's not that beautiful. It's kind of beautiful, but it's not that beautiful. They got his sums.
Very expensive,
I guess,
for T1 to survive this play, but they
a kill would be really good, but
Summoner spells being down here for Paze won't mean
so
much
now
unless Kanavi comes
the
back.
game works
so
like
I
a
think that
seesaw.
This is still overall a win here for T1 because Paze survives. They get to retain control of that lane. Delight now
so now
Lee
Sin is gonna have to clear his top side.
He only gets to make that flash play happen once.
Farewell bot lane. I'll see you in 2 minutes.
He's done that now. They didn't secure the
this
kill.
Motherfucker.
And Guma is just going to have to weather the storm.
They need to be careful not to get Doven.
But
Paze needs to base, so they're all good.
As we start stacking up that tier, I would assume. As Doran taking way too much damage.
What the fuck? He's not balanced, he's not fair, he's too good. It's ridiculous. He's weaving auto attacks in like he's knitting a fucking woolly jumper for Christmas. It's ridiculous. Is that serious?
No.
Is that serious?
It's
that was insane by Zeus. Yo, put the replay on the POV now.
Lost a lot of farm.
Oh my god.
So here for Zeus,
this Jace speaks zero English.
His W in range form here.
That was ridiculous. The level up timing.
He's like, I flash and I kill him.
It's so clean. It's so clean. It's so clean. It's just like it's
no reaction.
Yeah, Doran flashes first.
Photo is
please,
so
European
hard to
teams, please ban this champ at worst.
Especially in Gunfall. The lethal that was being presented.
Doran does have flash advantage and is in.
Jungle roll!
Nice flash there from Ona. Zeus is extremely dead.
That's crazy. Punish for a winning lane.
You know, you use your flash for
Punish
that, but you
for
don't
a
have
winning
to
lane.
The gang.
Oh my god.
And he came in at a down summoner.
Actually, you know, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad.
Still going to win
I thought this would be way worse. Well, all of that hard work that Zeus just did, I mean, it's still there. He has the gold lead, but he lost a lot of XP, which kind of sucks. He had a big XP lead. Not gonna lie, Kanavi living bot lane here is helping them farm a lot. Every time I see this Cassio Orianna matchup, the Cassio's kind of cooking, you know. Who was it the other day? It was Showmaker Chovy, same matchup, and the Cassio was winning when it was Showmaker Cassio. Cassio is just giga broken. My god, Kanavi is just sitting bot side. He's clearing every ward they put down. And so the bot matchup, they just can't push and poke them.
at any point. Is Gumayusi now going to be taken for a walk? He is slowed down, snared. And now Pays able to lay down the damage. But Gumayusi
Drake start.
And Guma steps just that one little bit
I think
too
he's
far
faking
forward, gets
it or
rooted,
what?
takes a bunch early.
Oh,
and
God.
This is the thing, though. They don't have jungle bot, so they can't dive him. And he can clear the way for free. Because Kanavi's still bot side. So I will say Kanavi's doing really well at making sure his bot lane can farm. Was there no better windows for Owner to just like...
one down first.
Faker backed, so he's not going to be able to
help
come over
bot
here
a
and
bit.
challenge for Prio. What was an
Maybe he saved the cannon there for
Jin
Jin if he can W it.
Too often, but with the control that
No.
Tekka
Oh,
has
he did
right
get
now,
it. He went to 58 CS. He W'd the cannon.
Happen.
That Dragon is going to give it over to Kanavi as Faker.
Oh
Straight
my
back to the
god,
lane,
this
straight
Cassio
back to
champ
half
is
health.
absurd.
Zeka
That's a
is
Doran's ring
pretty
Cassio
scary,
in AP.
especially now with his Catalyst
Whoa,
completed.
whoa.
Doran just continue.
Alright, they're teaming up bot now to get some wards.
Speaking of Owner, he's
It's crazy that Jin has a gold beat in this matchup. What the
does not have
fuck?
an Alistar. The Alistar was very far up trying
That's
to make a
insane.
play onto. Coming over,
I feel like the team on bot lane may be scolding Owner to just click bot, please, one time.
Yeah,
Cassio is...
Shockwave defensively there. Could have been flashed by Zeka. He's got Ghost. Guma's
Good
in
damage.
trouble.
Yeah, True Shot Barrage doing a lot of work here as Delight only level 5. So he
Alright,
is
the swing
definitely
in
a
bot lane's
target.
coming now. They have good
And
vision
Owner's
bot.
like, alright guys,
They've
you're going to be
chunked
doing
the
that
Jin.
much work. I'm going to come
Alistar's
back.
no
Well, that's
heal.
the other thing is, this
Lee Sin's
traps
top
Delight
side.
in this lane. When Delight roamed, they were like,
This is what the game should have looked like a few minutes ago already, I think, for
They
T1.
need his help.
Oh dear, Pathmaker does come out once again.
All
The
inning.
all out here
Ooh.
from Doran, looking to try and
Doran!
It's a and the return
Doran!
kill, never mind.
Just completely one-shots him. You know what that is?
Just like I said before.
That's the
you know,
Aftershock
his matchup can
Cassante
turn.
tech, by the
If
way.
you make a mistake,
That's the Aftershock
punished,
Cassante
and
right
that is
there.
exactly
The
what Doran
burst
looked
is
for there. Had the
insane.
follow flash. Almost was able to take Zeus out without
That's
it.
bro,
Zeus flashed
Baus
the
was
last
doing this
possible
all the time
second,
as well.
forcing
It's
him
the
to react. Now, Kanavi
Aftershock
still does
Cassante all in.
end
It's
up
so
getting
much
all
damage.
three grab position
Look
and
at the
like that,
burst
but
from
Doran's in the
Cassante.
rush
It's
here.
insane
Uses
when he
the
procs the
ward to get
Aftershock.
some damage down, but then steps too far forward when the Pathmaker comes through. He gets all outed. The damage here is just too
That's
much.
crazy, by the way.
Disrespect here from Zeus.
Okay, no flash Jace. She-Bell. Oh my god. Yeah, I will say something. Why is Owner doing this game? Call me crazy. He did the top gank, which was good, but he hasn't pressured a bot dive yet. He tried once a little bit earlier. He lost grubs for that. He lost Drake. Kanavi's been yoinking objectives and covering bot.
Doran is just I
think Kanavi's doing really well.
Pretty powerful, especially with this Lee Sin.
I think it's all about the setup,
wow.
right? Right now, Delight wrapping around here.
Is he gonna buy Hubris on Jin?
Not up for a while.
Missed W.
There's the
Flash combo, clean by Carrier.
Just trying to
Very
get
good
himself
reaction.
out of there. Delight with the
Faker's moving
unbreakable
down
will
though.
does get knocked up
Seems
by the
as
3
well.
talent strike. Is now Crescent Guard
Owner.
to try and keep Owner safe.
Owner.
True Shot Barrage comes on over, but Owner is already dead in
Yo,
this
that's a
one.
red buff Cassio.
Hayes
That
still
kinda
trying to
cooks you
fire
right
down
here,
the
or?
damage as Kanavi has to flash to break those chains. Now Delight has the ultimate
Oriana
wearing
dead,
off
maybe.
though as Pays Arcane Shift
He has
to
Ghost.
get out of the way, and now
Carrier dead, no
should
flash.
be going
Oh,
down.
it's a
Second
wipe
picking
for
up the
Hammerlife.
solo kill
Kanavi.
on the top
Kanavi is
side.
just...
Naturally,
They have mid push and
alive
Kanavi
here
smurfing.
in this mid game.
Huge wins in this
Q.
fight. Hayes now in trouble.
Yeah, it's not over yet. There's
Easy
the
kill.
exhaust under Guma.
Yo, Kanavi
And
is
the turret
smurfing
going to
so
get his
fucking
barrier
hard
at
this
least.
game.
But
Cannot wait. Zeus
another
moved
kill
mid,
of
so
it
he's losing
HLE.
plates top.
Doran maps
But
he was
the
left
Cassio is
alone there.
permanently
Zeus
pushing in the
matching it,
Oriana.
though, in the mid
And the
lane.
Lee Sin is,
And
I
T1
think,
just opted
outperforming the Zin.
disrespectfully
So this
to
Jin
this
Alistar
fight.
is kind of
Remember,
working.
Dragon isn't even
They
up.
picked it into
They
like
could've
one of the
just walked
hardest
away,
lanes
but
possible.
Look at where Delight is
But
right
they
now.
got
It's
through the
something
early
that
game,
Delight has
and now they're
talked
just
about
running
pretty
at them.
publicly after being subbed out for bluffing twice, right, is that he wants to play aggressively, he wants to trust Kanavi when he makes the calls to fight more
Kanawe,
often.
Q,
He does
R.
in this fight initially have
Q,
his ultimate
boom.
to buy a bunch of space here, and
Okay,
then
he kind of fucked up. Okay, I saw that Kanavi. He kind of fucked up. He QR Q'd, but he Q'd too early, so he let the Zinza fly away, and then he had to ward jump in, but he already died, and he had to flash out. Okay, yo, I saw that.
Jace, that was
Yo, the Ezreal Karma's 400 gold down, getting dove. This game is cooked for T1. What the fuck is this? The way HLE is playing around bot is just 10 times better. I mean, the Kanavi gank got the Lee Sin sums, the Ezreal sums, which actually, I guess it was enough to help. I mean, we can watch the replay of Hammerlife's bot play. It's really good.
This play, so picks up that 300 gold. Is going to get the root here onto Pays, who has no summoners. Kanavi ultimately picks up the kill here. But this is a great moment here for HLE.
Oh my god, Gumayusi, I love you. Everyone clap for Gumayusi.
Hubris picked up for Guma. Wow. As his starting first item here, hoping that he's going to snowball this game.
The build is spreading. People are realizing the truth.
And
the real
honestly,
Jin build.
I'm here for it. And the current normal build
Hubris
for the Jin.
PDIE.
So
That's where it's at. If you want to go RFC, that's fine. It was Leaf who made this build, not Jachi. We'll call it the LPL Jin build then.
2.8k is
the first time I saw it was
so
Jetty.
far. Things will manage to
Actually,
get his Trinity Force
I heard an Emerald 4
Still
chatter made
some
it.
shoes,
True or false? Or was it the Jingle who made it?
Really happy
Jingle
on the
bells.
Ezreal, and T1
They're 4k down with Ezreal
Karma. Not
Karma.
even spawned yet. And now,
Wow, Pace and Carry have
really
just been
struggling to
quiet
get
this game.
control
They haven't
anywhere
been
on
able
the
to
map.
pressure
The lead
or
that
progress the game anywhere.
Tails too.
It's
We're
an
talking about
old
just
school
5v5s.
Jhin
That's
build.
where T1 is going to be good in fair fights.
Aram builds
but if the goal
are
of
the
the lead is
future.
4,000, T1
No
were
flash
hoping
on
to just front
Zeka.
to back here. Here comes Faker looking for a play on the Zeka.
Should
Nice
be dead
sidestep.
here. Should be
Yeah,
dead
good
here.
zoning orb there as
Lee
well.
Sin's on the way,
Zeka's
though. They gotta
forced
kill him
into
quick.
Alcove Gaming, a teleport
They gotta
in
kill him
from
quick.
the Jace as there's when becomes lightning, the shockwave, and Zeka will be
Okay,
going
TP's
down.
coming in. They can play this T1.
And even though Zeus
Kick
did
away,
teleport
nice.
in, it's not going to be
Look at the
enough
shield on
in order to
Cassante. He got
save
Karma
their
E,
mid laner.
Orianna
So
E,
there's
and
one
his TP
back
shield, or
here
what?
for T1,
The
but not
fuck?
too much more.
Guma can make
Yeah.
a large impact here,
No
even
TP
without
on
joining the
Zeka.
fight,
What
though,
is
and
Kanavi
Doran is
doing?
pretty
He's
low, so this is a
They have to
fairly
give this
tough
Hammer
secure
Life,
here for
surely.
T1, but they do have a huge
Not gonna
Hidden
be
passive.
successful this time around.
Look at that
is a
Jhin
massive
cube
grenade.
damage. What the fuck?
My goodness.
My little
And
brother
secure
says
Herald,
you
and
look
now
like
they have it.
Plankton. What are you on
Oh,
about?
now
What,
Zeus
Plankton
in a bit
from
of trouble here as
SpongeBob?
well as Carrier looking to snare
Shockwave.
and does find the shockwave there to Faker. And
QW.
now just another round of spells and Zeus will be dead.
Zeus, you're being really greedy
Nice
here with your
little hammer
flash.
boot back
Oh,
as there is the Q and
you're
the
so
flash forward
greedy.
from Faker
You're such a
to make
greedy
sure
little
they
rat.
lock down the kill. T1 get yet
He's
another
holding his flash
one
that long.
on the other solo
Carry
laner
a
of
Q flash
HLE.
predicted it.
Now, here
I mean, they can dive Doran. They can.
With
He's
his
full armor.
press guard back available. They may be able to wear this
needs to
turret
back it up.
down. But I think that is the best
Who
they
gets
can
the
hope
first-
for.
oh, no,
I think
Hammer
a
Life already
dive
has
is
the
out of the
first tower.
question. Faker's wave, take it out with no recourse. Guma walking into the jungle
Guma.
here.
Yeah, Carrier
Has
is
flash.
going to find him. I do kind of like Guma's odds, though, as far as the 1v1 is concerned. Pay's not going to
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
overcommit into this one as the Deadly Flourish
Chinook
does
to chase,
go wide,
maybe?
but Kanavi's making his way over. Q connects onto Pay's.
Channel to
Let's
chase.
see whether he can get himself out of here as the curtains do
Block,
get
block,
pulled.
block,
Carrier
block,
and Pay's
block,
so
block,
incredibly
block,
low.
block, block, block.
They line up behind Ona, though, and he is able to tank it up.
Okay,
and
well,
keep
Orianna
them
just got a
alive.
lot of gold.
I just love watching sequences.
She just
of
got
play
a
like
lot
that,
of
where you can
gold.
tell
Faker
both
just got
Carrier and Guma,
like
former
1K
player-
gold
or
injected
former
into him.
teammates. Ambiguous
Drake
fight
up.
there.
They have Herald here,
Guma's
T1.
ult is down here for Kanavi.
The
and they
gold
lose
lead, I think the
Prio.
gold lead's kind of
Yep.
fake.
I feel like Ona
at
just
this
feels
point.
very
I wanna look at the gold lead moment.
on that Crescent Guard as well, and has a backup and available once
Cassante is
again.
really strong in fights.
Everyone with their ultimates, no
Shin
kick, though,
doesn't have a second
HLE,
item.
and no curtain call
I
for
would say it's a
Gumiishi.
big gold lead.
Slight advantage, getting
Good
whittled
poke.
down. True Shot Barrage
No Jhin ult
flies
yet,
through,
no
and
Jhin ult.
HLE, they do have some poke options, but T1 are winning the poke war right now. Delight and Kanavi both sitting at 50% health as Shelly is going to get employed. And it's Doran that decides
driving.
to drive her in.
Shockwave onto
There's
Guma into the
shockwave.
knock-up.
It
Oh,
hits
it's
on
beautiful
Guma.
by
Shelly
T1.
knocks him
The
up,
chain
and
CC.
Down goes the 80 carry.
The chain CC.
And can they have
The second
Yeah,
dragon of the game
yeah.
here, and Guma just
Ooh, they're gonna
unfortunately
lose his
not
bot
able
wave
to
as well,
flash on
Hamlife.
the play there.
Maybe
They were
Jace can
waiting,
get there in
the
time.
whole time the gap.
Yeah, I mean the game is
And
pretty even.
without
This gold
kick
lead
for
doesn't
Kanavi, there's
like
no
the
sort
gold
of
lead doesn't
flash
really
from
matter. I
Flank
would
angle.
say
You
the
can
sad thing I
avoid
think
to
for
try to
T1
get
there is
past
Karma got the
the
kill.
phalanx of the guys we were
But it's
talking
easy
about.
for
If you
T1.
get
They have
set up
Ezreal Karma with
Prio,
a
then you can
Cassante.
just
You
poke
just
your way to
stand in front of
victory,
them and you just let
Guma
them
walks
cook.
way too far forward here. It doesn't make sense, frankly. He gets caught by the shockwave there. The wind becomes lightning, and then finally after shockwave,
Ghost
the
Blade
Herald,
Jhin
which
lives there,
crashes through
Caedrel.
him, and down
Okay.
he goes, and that's a free
Zubo.
dragon for T1 in tow. Their second of the
Zeka
game.
popped the eye drops in.
And I think HLE
Guma has
a
RFC.
huge benefit
Yeah,
to
it's
them.
good. I mean, it's
But I
good
think
right now.
HLE
When he
just
gets
needs to
IE,
be
he'll start cooking, but
proactive
Ezreal
with the
will
way
be
that they
stronger.
play.
Even
We
though
know
Ezreal's
that's
down
exactly how this
1.3k,
team
when he
wants
gets
to play
Muramana
things out.
Triforce, I think he is pretty
But
OP.
we needed to see it a little
Especially
bit more
considering
there,
they don't
because
really have any
otherwise,
tanks
Hayes
on
just throws
Alistar.
Mystic shots.
Ezreal
and
does a lot of
doesn't seem
damage.
to be much of a
Do it anyways slowly and
They want
lost
to
a
get
bunch
this
of
top
health,
tier
and
one.
then
Carry
Guma
has no
dies
flash.
as
Oh
here's
my god,
proactivity.
he does it again.
Alright. Do manage to
I was
at
gonna say he has
least
no flash, but he
snare
flashes the
cow,
combo.
But Carry just puts his flash on cooldown.
They want to take
Not
this
too
tower,
much of a
Hamlife. They want
response.
to take this.
Zeka not going to be able to break that.
So
good
T1's
flying
TPing
overgrowth.
behind them.
Goes
Deep
HLE.
TP by
Kanavi looking
Dorat.
for a bit of an angle as they get on
Kanavi
top
kinda
of Ona.
cooking.
There's a good knock up onto the cow, but
TP
the
from
unbreakable will
Zeus.
is going to be there. And
Kanavi's got a
does
Clips Lee Sin, right? He's a bit squishy.
At least get on top of him.
Do they know that there's a
Doesn't
fucking
actually
rat behind
the
them?
kick, and now Doran, looking to make his way in.
Owner is really low.
Owner is completely out of this fight, though. This is a real difficult one, as now Doran doesn't get the path maker forward. Does have an orb now to try and keep him alive. Flashes in.
Ooh, flashes for the shockwave.
Just
Ooh, the
using it to
Cassio
deliver
is
a
not
bit
bad,
of
though.
base. It's fantastic, just not quite enough.
Big kick! Oh my god, the triple kill! It's the triple kill on the kick! It's the Lee Sin change! change. You kick someone when they're dead. Their body kills them. What a kick. Kanoe. That was insane, that kick. He lined them up and kicked them down. Oh, that Lee Sin change. That's the first time you really see it in a pro game.
And I was like, well, it's
What
going to
the
take him a
fuck?
while to get in. It certainly did, but when he did show
When you kick
up,
someone and they
he
die
just
to the
didn't really
kick,
get that
it
much
shoots
done.
their
Eventually,
body
the
and it does
shockwave was
damage to
deployed,
people behind
but
them.
the answering ultimate
Oh
from
my
Zeka
god.
did so much damage there.
Oh
and then
my god.
basically Kanavi just walks in, slams the ground, and picks up a
Drop
triple.
kick augment.
As look at where Doran TPs to at the beginning of this
Okay,
fight.
we got a
He's
slow-mo that
way,
Kanavi
way
kick.
far
That was
away.
fucking
It's a good
legendary.
angle
Are you
to be
kidding?
unseen because it's control vision in a
I mean, this
brush.
Orianna shockwave into the
they're
Cassante
losing so
flash
much
was
control. They
great,
lose the
but
crescent
Zeka's
guard.
ult was
Kanavi
also
gets
insane. Look at
low,
what Zeka
but
does.
How do you actually fight this out now as T1? They're hoping, waiting
Doran
for that
goes
fight.
in.
When he gets here, he doesn't hit Guma.
He kind of cooks here. He gets the flash into the shockwave. Shockwave's a little later than I would have liked it, but look at his Cassio. Look, boom.
But there's not enough damage, and then watch Zeka set up for this.
Man.
Guma hits the follow-up,
And then Kanavi.
Kanavi goes
Boom!
in and just takes them all out.
What the fuck?
That was crazy amounts of damage. Let's see it one more time as he elects to hop into the shockwave there momentarily.
Oh my god.
That was absurd.
How calm he is in this moment as well.
And now they
how is he
have
so
the
calm?
Baron up and available, only Zeka without
What a
it,
fucking
'cause he died
legendary
in that
kick.
last fight. That
He's
much
so
value,
chill. He's just like
certainly
Alistar.
good
Alistar
signs
after he
for,
kills him.
the
He kills
future.
all
And
three
I
of
want to
them.
go back to the
I feel like
All
it
right,
could've
3-item
worked,
Jace.
right? The way that T1 wanted to play that.
Rand wins
because it did
soon.
not.
Doran's pushing
Has a
top with
couple
no
of items
TP
already
yet.
completed.
There's no wards
Speaking
behind
of a couple of
Hamalife,
items,
even though
there's
this
the
might comes
upgrade
up soon.
for the Mura mana pays.
I mean,
And
All right.
immediately the mana immune.
The Ezreal spiking
Is
now, but
such
it's
a
kind of
strong
late.
Jhin.
It's
Like, the
just
fact
a
that
late
you're
Ezreal
looking
spike,
at a
isn't it?
1,000
23
golden
minutes
gear
in,
after
2
the
items.
6 at least
T1's
in. I don't know
damage
if
is
that
kinda-
matters. It kind of matters in this game with this draft, but also there are two other problems. The extremely fed
Flash
Jace,
combo.
and here comes the light.
Oh dear, yeah, Faker's in a lot of trouble. No shockwave, no chance.
Boom.
And now,
Boom.
Oda has to use the Crescent Guard to avoid dying to the curtain call. Gumayushi will be able to get rid of this inner turret now. True Shot Barrage does a little bit of damage, but
Hubris
Zeus
stacks.
is getting rid of inner turrets elsewhere on the map as
They're
well.
giving up top tier
30
two, and they're
seconds
giving up top
Faker
plates.
is even back up and
Diving bot
available.
with the Alistar, very nice.
And T1 need to try
Carrier.
and keep their base standing. Kanavi and Delight, the kill
Zeus
squad,
kinda
moving
tanky,
over
though.
towards this mid lane.
Carrier
and Carrier's
flash,
going to
nope,
get caught
can't.
out, obliterated with all this damage. And
Kanavi
in
pentakill on
goes
Lee Sin, go.
Zeus, dives on top of Doran. Defend this one, buddy.
Oh, it's just-
HLE going to be able to take the inhibitor.
This game,
And
from start
this
to finish,
snowball is well
I think it's a
truly
Kanavi
rolling.
masterclass.
Yeah, I don't know if
He
there's
has a
much coming
giga
back
losing
in
bot
this one
matchup.
here
He
for
saved
T1
bot
now.
like
True
4
Shot Barrage
times.
is about to be
Made
up,
it so
and
they're
even if he
even.
hit all
Got
5 of
Drake,
them, I
got
think they'd
grubs.
still just laugh and then
Like
do
smurfed
Dragon.
every
It is
team
up
fight.
right now, and that
This is like
fight
prime
looks like
Kanavi.
backed early. Control they have. I mean, HLE want to end the game right now. They're
I
almost
love this
able
Lee Sin
to
with the clips.
end
It
up
feels
just
like his
bursting
damage is so
down
high.
This Orianna, and then Carrier, he's
Reminds
got
me
his
of the old
flashback
days.
here,
Red
but he's
Smite
moving
Warrior
really far
enchant
forward,
Lee
trying
Sin.
to impact this play. Wants to defend. See, the True Shot Barrage is pretty weak, and he goes in on the Zeus. And watch the follow-up here. Gets rooted by Guma. That's it. Yep. Done. He has, you know,
If
there's
you know,
nothing
you
he
know.
can do
The
there.
Red
He's super
Smite, Runic
squishy.
Echo, Blue Smite, like
And T1
chills.
are really falling apart
On
at the
Talia
seams
jungle.
here. And this is what Hanwha does.
That was
this is what
peak
Hanwha's
jungle.
done all.
Machete
and Hanwha
Talisman.
Esports just
Oh.
fight their way to make it make sense every
Now
time.
we've got
They
fucking
are the
Pokemon
team
running around in
that
the
will
jungle.
scrap every
Took over, and they've been known to do so.
I'm
As Kanavi
surprised
gets pulled back
Pacing
by a
Carrier
shockwave,
didn't
the
take
kick to
over.
get Owner
I
away,
feel like
though.
this is a
That
matchup
is
where they
going
would
to
just roll
disengage
them,
the
but
play.
I
Pretty
guess they
good.
could just never
Great
sync
here.
good timings with their
And
jungler.
Light's teleport so difficult to
I
come
just
back
think the
from.
damage they have
This
right
is
now,
a really
T1
good
is just
teamfight
nowhere
comp, but
close to what they
The
need.
fact that Kanavi is going to have his
Like
kick back up
Casante's
here,
pretty
has
tanky.
GA, so
Owner
you
will
have
have
to kill
GA
him twice.
soon, maybe,
That's
if it
a
stalls
problem
for
in
another
itself.
Drake.
Trying to catch Guma. They almost got him
That's
with
a
that
red.
crazy Doran flank,
You
but
could
he's just
try
so
and attack
long
him.
range that
A lot of
he
teams
doesn't
like
care.
clicking
Oh,
on
look at the
Zeus.
Yeah,
What, he's
speaking of Doran
TPing?
flanks, there's
Are you
another
fucking
shockwave
trolling?
to connect onto
What
Zeus,
the
and he's
fuck
just
are you
dead.
doing? What?
And Doran had made his way in, but wasn't even required
He's
in that
TPing out in
play.
front
Does
of
he
Orianna?
TP to try to escape?
Is he
He gets
re-
shockwave.
is he
doesn't have
reported?
TP to rejoin, so this
What?
Baron attempt here
What's Orianna
is
gonna
just
do?
dead in the water
She's
now
just
for
gonna ult
HLE.
him.
They're not going to be able to start this one up.
Oh dear,
Eh?
unless
I'm
Faker
so
is
stun
taken
locked.
down.
Faker squats
There's
here.
miasma going, and Zeka is just going to chase him down. Great
Pierce it.
kick,
Nah,
and the
close.
immediate punish. V4.
He's always got
just
these games
doesn't
where he's
feel
like so
even
far up in
now.
gold,
Yeah,
but he's
that
just
was
running around like
Oh,
a...
another Q going to connect here from Kanavi. As Carrier speeds himself up, doesn't find that Sonic Wave. Is now
4v4.
phase so far.
I swear, when a game's free win for Zeus,
I mean,
sometimes
they're
he
able to
just
find more
goes into
damage.
like...
Baker dying there just took all the wind out of the sails.
His own
Flash
world.
him in.
Great engage. They're blocking though. He can't move. Cassio W can't
He's
move.
still just dead.
Was he just chain CC there or what?
All, and Owner is just going to get turned into mincemeat. Doran trying to pick a target.
didn't see that.
But Zeko is just going to run circles around this Cassante. Zayas turns up, brings the hammer down.
Yo, that was a
And I
good
think,
game.
ladies and
That was a
gentlemen,
good game
that
to
was
watch.
the end of
I
the
like
game.
that.
It is.
I like
a
that game.
sub 30-minute. There was a bit of a save on
time
the
for
play from
Yunara Lulu,
Doran
I
there,
think.
but Faker
It's time
just
to lock in
walks into
Yunara
a
Lulu
jungle with
and
no
just scale.
vision and gets blown up, and the game is completely over now.
Yeah, Carrier taking a lot of damage. Gumishi doesn't find the Deadly Flourish, but he will find the Nexus turrets, and he will save Jin from a 12-in-a-row loss streak.
Wow.
It
The
stops
hubris
at
Jin continues
11.
to farm wins.
Ladies and gentlemen, as HLE do take game.
Alright, should we do a little photo
If
view
there's
there?
any
I feel
player
like there should have been
in
more
the
windows
LCK
for Owner to be
to
bought.
draft Jim back
Kanavi
in team fights,
Masterclass.
that man's a big
Oh,
Jin
Kanavi
hater.
Masterclass is always
I
fun
think
to watch.
watching that, you're not
Ooh,
even
that's
gonna
some
go back
good
on
league. Give me
hating
3 of
Jin.
them.
You're just
Give me
like,
3.
well, it's too much.
These are some prime T1 champs. Xin Zhao is Owner's best champ. Orianna is also, I think, Faker's best champ outside of Azir. These are some prime T1 champs, and they all looked kind of quiet. I'm really surprised. Ooh, okay, get me a game 2. Come on, cook some shit.
Or Zeus.
Yeah, no, let's save it for playoffs.
Man, I'm really favoring that Cassio side of the Orianna trade always, unless they get Jarvan. I feel like Jarvan could be like the defining reason that Cassio loses, maybe.
Players, the comp we were concerned about, but it just didn't matter. Redraft here, moving to game 2.
Lucian will be banned.
The slate.
The Nocturne
Vi
needs to be banned away as well.
Surely Lucian's banned
and
soon.
Ryze is
As a
Yeah,
response.
Ryze is quite scary.
They could banning the Jarvan.
They banned the Jarvan.
Which is a wide.
Do you first pick Olaf?
And
Call me
will
crazy.
it be? Thurny has gone
Okay, I
into
mean, I think
choice.
Vi is the easy first
So,
pick,
It's probably a Ryze
Lucian is
pick,
open,
like
though.
you were saying, for T1 here.
which
I would
is,
assume
I think
so.
Vi first pick is good because it's good
And
into
then
Lucian.
see what they
Oh
want
wait,
to
Vi's
play
open. Am I
into
stupid?
that.
Ban,
Like, is
sorry.
it
Okay, they
Okay,
first pick
Uma-
Lucian, then of course.
Uma, they're not
Bro,
really
why do I
having
not?
Lucian,
It's
even
like
though
my
it's
brain
first
just doesn't
pick
fill
here.
that
I don't
hole
think
in.
Delight's
The
gonna
hole's
pick
just
Emilio
not filled.
away, although
Now, hover now.
Alright, they get the Lucian.
Although-
You could take
And
away
so
the Emilio.
can
There's a
work
couple
with
things you
some
can
other
play with
things,
Emilio.
kinda. Side
Carry, I can
Lucian.
still go Nami.
You can give the Caitlyn gigantic range.
Yeah, you
we've
can do
seen
Kate. You can do like
Aphelios be
Aphelios.
played.
You
We
could
all know
do
Puma's good at
fucking
that. Ooh,
Kog'Maw.
it's a Kog'Maw. Could be
Are they gonna go
fun.
Cog Lulu into fucking Melio?
Not what I was expecting them to
Okay.
lock in, but that's
They're
a
gonna
Lulu.
go. They
It's
might
gonna
go
be
Cog
a
Lulu, yeah.
Lulu Yunara lane.
Or Yunara, yeah.
Lunara, if he
They
does
could
decide
also
to lock
not
in
pick
Lunara,
AD
would
carry
not be a
here
huge
and just pick it here.
surprise.
If there's a prio pick that they want.
What are they cooking? Are they just looking
Like,
for
is the
jungle pick
Olaf
here
a
instead
1-2?
because they
Alright, Kog'Maw.
Kog'Maw, Lulu.
Okay,
You
well,
either
T1
get
can
online
take
with the
a couple
Kog'Maw or
things
you
here. They can do
don't.
Lucian
And
Melio,
the
they
rest
can do
of the draft
Pantheon.
doesn't
Ryze
always
can be a bit
matter,
risky, but it's pretty
in
strong
terms
champ.
of, you know, where
They can do
the
the
leads
Olaf.
are. If your top lane is
They could do
winning,
a bit more of a
but your Kog'Maw's
safer
behind,
pick and just
doesn't
pick
always
like
end up
a
being game beast after the
No, I
the
think
Lulu's
Pantheon
locked in.
Ryze
That
or
was
Olaf
going
is
to
probably
be
the
going over to Carrier.
better picks.
Yep.
And this Lucian
Yeah, I would say
lane.
these three
I
are
wouldn't
where it's
mind
at.
the Pantheon, but
Okay, they take the Ryze.
value is
Very
extraordinarily
strong.
high. They are just going to take
Zeka
that
can
one.
play things like Annie into it, Syndra, yeah,
consideration here
and
for
Nivea
Zeka.
maybe if he's feeling
Faker
it.
did not have a great laning phase in
There's a
game
couple
one,
champs you can play into
and
Ryze
lost
if there's a
lot of pride,
prio
which
pick
is
that
part
they
of why
value
that
here. Like,
early
I don't know, maybe they
Dragon
want
fight,
an Ambessa for
Dragon fight
Doran,
round
for
three,
Zeus
Dragon
rather.
fight for
Maybe they
Zeus
want,
went so poorly
maybe they
for
want,
T1. Twisted Fate is going to
Pantheon.
instead be
yeah,
looked at
themselves.
here. There's a lot of options for Zeka. He doesn't have to play. He
TF
doesn't even have to pick
into
mid right
Melio
now.
is
Yeah,
not
and, I mean, he's playing
that
against
fun.
walking.
Syndra better, yeah. Okay,
Syndra
do you
does
ban
come in
Pantheon as
instead.
Hammerlife
Seeing
now?
this as a lot of keep
I think
away
Ryze
available
Pantheon would
here
be a
for
bit annoying for
HLE.
Lulu
And
Kog'Maw to
we
play
have
into.
seen they did
I mean,
bring
my
it out
eyes are on
first,
Pantheon and Olaf.
and
Okay, the
since
Olaf's
then
out, never
we've
mind.
had some
I
where
think you might need to
flex
ban.
Shen into the
Do you
top
ban
lane, all
Vayne as
sorts of stuff,
T1 if they have
and
Vayne,
you allow
Kog'Maw, Lulu,
yourselves to
Syndra? Is
play
that
like a
toxic as
Juggernaut
fuck for
style
Ryze to play the
opposition?
game when you're blinding
This
top?
is a very face-up call.
Maybe you need to ban Vayne.
Consider
Still
that
thinking
ban.
about.
In this final spot, they have
Pantheon
they banned the
Vayne.
Fury first. The
Is
Nocturne
this a
obviously
game where
removed,
Kanavi
the
will
Vi
just
is
bust
removed,
out the
Fury's
Shyvana?
kinda the next.
I mean,
Probably
these
not
are
blind
bans
here.
for
They'll take the
Varus
Pantheon
top. Call me
away
crazy.
from Owner.
Sort of
Like, these
the
are all
last
champs
tier
that
one
counter
jungle
Varus
that
top.
we do have left up and available.
Or
I
like
think
Vayne
that
top
Owner
and
could-
shit. So they
Is
take
it-
away the
but I don't
Pantheon.
like Trundle.
It's
Weird, because now he has to blind top, but Vayne is open. Is he gonna? There's no way he blinds Varus top, right? What jungle do you pick here? I mean, you can play Wukong. It's not the end of the world. It's not the best though. Syndra
What about
Lulu into
Kha'Zix?
Wukong is kind of good. It's not very nice for Wukong to play the game.
Trundle
Trundle sounds kind of ass, but it gets the early game done. I don't really like Wukong though.
Does not help your
That doesn't feel
Lucian
that
Melio
nice.
lane very much.
Like if Camille top was
It
open,
is
I would see
kind
it.
of the next thing on the
but
tier list, and that is a Gwen.
They blind Gwen top.
Okay. Jungle.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
really
Zeus
like
might go
either,
Aatrox. He could go
position for the
Aurora, I
game, but
guess,
think
top
it's definitely
lane.
gonna be played by
You
Doran
could go
in this
Akali
game,
top lane.
but they
There's a
can
couple
just
counters to
play
Gwen.
Gnar in the other side, but
Play Rumble.
HLE
Rumble
has
doesn't really fit,
such
though.
good-
I'm
like,
sure-
this is
I'm
kinda
sure
the reverse,
Zeus
where
is
they have
cooking
some
some
really
shit.
strong lanes
I'll
to
be
play through.
surprised.
Yes,
I mean, he
Lucian
could go
Melio can
Mundo.
win
It fits
against
the comp,
Kog'Maw,
but it's
but
probably
not
just loses into Gwenor.
Require
Like, that just sounds horrible.
Attention, and there's a
Cannon.
Pantheon versus
Cannon? Okay,
Fifth most played here in
Zeus
the
Kennen,
LCK.
Thunder God.
And
Is
extra
this
both
80 carry
engage and
Kennen?
flank.
Didn't they buff,
Cyclone's going to be there
or
to
did
make
they not buff
a little
it yet?
bit more
Wasn't there a
frustrating to get
Kennen 80 carry,
yourself
like
in,
top
allows
lane
Paze
change?
to do-
Like
Oh,
he
he
had
got
cryo, but he
got-
didn't. Now he's
okay.
playing into a Syndra here.
Yeah, on hit Kennen
And
got
the
buffed.
Wukong's early heals
If you
very
press
weak.
E on Kennen now,
and the
and you
Pantheon is
crit
the
on your
exact
auto attacks,
opposite.
it increases the attack
I think
speed
that
buff from the E
Kanavi,
for
if
1
he
second every crit.
continues so early
And
in this
your
game,
empowered,
Wukong needs to get to that level 6 as
W
quickly as
autos
possible.
can
Let's
now
see how
crit
well
as
T1
well, right?
can
And
play
get
the
bonus
defense
damage.
with HLE.
You go Kraken Slayer, Phantom Dancer. He has Electrocute though. Do you still play Electrocute? No, you don't, right? This is AP Kennen. Surely this is AP Kennen. He just goes Rocket Belt or some shit. Okay, well, Kennen into Gwen is probably very tricky for the Gwen early.
I think we'll have
Alright, Paze is on
more
Lucian.
flexibility when it
Even take
Yeah, I
Warrior
guess
in
the
this
question is
matchup
how
has the exhaust.
badly is
It'll
top
be very
gonna
useful
go?
for him in team fights later
Also,
on
how
as well
good is
into
Zeka
this
at
Gwen
Syndra?
here this season, but
haven't
we've seen him
seen
play,
Zeka play it.
play it in the past to great effect.
Oh, Faker
Yeah,
taking
6
a lot of
games
damage
of
here. Zeka just needs one more orb. There's the ghost. To
Oh my
Faker.
god, he greeted so hard for that
Back
minion.
to the wave that terrified probably
'cause he levels up
everyone.
on it.
Does get the level up and will survive, but that is a lot of summoners now blown. But
Nice
nothing on
polymorph.
Zeka's side. Now
Good
Grimmy
damage
taking
back.
a lot as Paze dashes
Okay,
in.
no sums
Double
Guma,
tap not going to be enough
no
to kill
heal,
him,
no
though.
sums
The
Paze.
exhaust
It's an even trade
will
of
be able to
sums.
save the life of this Kog'Maw. Now Kanavi's moving down, but this
Both
time
junglers clicking
Owner
bot, yeah.
is there in position.
Need a little bit
And he
more
gets the
information about
Krabby
what
here,
happened
Owner.
to Kuma's health bar to fully
I
understand
wonder if he can
why
get
this
double
happened,
Krabby.
but we
Thinks it's
were
hard,
singing
no?
his
Pantheon can
praises
just click
just
top
moments
crab with his
before.
long swords.
Oh, Delight has to flash.
Yeah,
He's not window shopping.
No,
Okay,
will hurt a lot.
no sums bot for
I'm
HLE.
surprised.
Wukong's not the best champ at punishing no sums though. Rise could maybe try something. Lucidity Boots, first item Kennen. Has he been watching the
Kennen
Shy?
recently wind.
Okay, Owner basing, he's gonna click on his
Are one of
Grump.
the ones we see.
These response picks rather than the thing that you're actually going to go for is
Oh my
Faker
god,
finding
Faker's shredding like a madman. He has no flash. He's just
Zeka,
dead,
but
isn't he?
Kanavi just flashes on top of him.
Oh my god, Syndra
There's
has
the unleashed power,
no.
but
Oh
Faker
my god,
makes
Syndra
it
had no
out.
spells other than
Just
ult.
barely surviving. And
Okay,
obviously,
Faker,
still
you're
not great
okay.
news. But
Okay,
still no
Pantheon,
first
no
blood to go
flash.
over to HLE.
Yeah, it's
Yo, that
twice
guy's
he survives.
dancing on the
Both
edge
times
of
he will
death
take
for the
a
last
huge
5 minutes
disadvantage
straight.
because of it. Longer. He doesn't
Limit
have teleport,
testing final boss,
and
it's
so he's gonna
true.
lose a large not enjoy what
Yeah,
happens
Owner's
next.
behind bot. Owner's timings to bot now
Owner's
feel a
here
lot
as
better
well,
already.
So he's going to move on up, gets control ward down. Kanavi already here as Gumushi in a
Oh,
bit of
Pantheon
trouble.
had
Great
flash
polymorph
there.
onto Paze to stop that play as Owner goes in.
kill,
Only
right?
level 5, but Goomer is still taking a lot of damage.
Right.
Paze, can you get the autos
Oh, he
across?
queued him
he
through the
gets
minion.
Piercing light for the kill.
What the fuck? That was crazy.
And the
Pace just
Acathian
walked
surprise
into
is
3
not
people.
going to be able
Owner
to do
went
it here.
in.
Somehow
What?
Owner survives
I mean,
for
he's
such
giving
a long
Pace
time.
skills. I guess
Picks
that
up the
works.
double for Paze.
Doran?
And now Doran is going for an
Bot
all-in
is
on
winning.
this top
Don't need to all in.
side.
All good.
That needlework not quite connecting though.
Faker's
as now
he's-
Zeka moving
what
towards
the-
his bottom lane.
Dashes
Oh,
it
the dash
into
out
the
of
light.
way.
It kills him.
Turns it into another
I mean, it's a kill for Zeka here,
But
double.
Still, Zeka is going to be able to
Actually,
find
he
a
doesn't
lot
have
of value
flash.
here. The fire kick from Carrier might have been enough, and Zeka not going to be able
Okay,
to close
Pace
the
is-
gap on the meal
Pace
here.
woke up.
Follows him all the way
Pace
down here as
woke
well.
up big time. You
Crazy
give Miss
stuff in his
Lucian, he
early
locks the
play.
fucking.
Owner played that bottom side
Okay,
gank
Faker, like, bro.
so confidently. I guess
Activité.
from Faker's perspective, for the Realm Orb, no worries. Last bit of damage comes through from the ultimate. It's
Okay.
not enough to take him out, but watch Owner in this play.
He's out of there.
As he wants to come over here with this
All right,
pressure
Pace
that
dashed
they're
in
putting
Chunks
on.
Guma.
They
Owner,
wait out the
yeah, this is
polymorph.
the problem with
He
Wukong.
flashes
He's kind of
past
weak
Kanavi.
early. He does all his
On top of
damage, and that's
Guma.
it. But then
There's
Pace,
just enough damage here. As
he
Guma
gets
looks
the
to turn
Q
back
through
off
the
of that
range
damage.
creep.
Pace says no. You're pushing onto that Wukong. You forgot about the Lucian. You forgot about my.
and then
piercing
Owner
light.
goes in on 1
And
HP,
then
thinking
it
maybe he's
cost
already
him.
dead to the
Then
Lulu
he
Q,
goes
or like the
back
Lulu
in
E tag was
here
on him.
again to set up Pace
And
for a
then Zeka
second
rocks
kill.
up, and Pace
And then when
dashes the
Zeka
sun,
flashes,
the
he
flash stun, and
sidesteps
kills
it
the light.
Picks up a third.
That was absolutely
I would love to
insane.
watch a
The fact
Pace
that Carrier
POV there.
also lives is just
That would be
icing on
quite
the cake
nice,
here
to
for
be honest.
T1.
Ghosting, no
Faker now
flash.
looking for an angle towards Zeka. There's the rune prison for the
Too
slow.
far.
Not going to snare him here. His owner is just
I think
gonna move
Rise
towards his
EW
bottom
doesn't
lane.
kill there. Owner can't
Now
take.
this-
Away some-
But this is the beauty of like Pace in
and
general.
he
If he
did.
plays
I
a
don't think it
champion like
should.
Lucian and
And
Yunara, he can really cook.
Potentially a
But
problem here. There are still a lot of issues.
as Fearless
here. The
goes
top
on
side
and the
isn't
dashing
fixed
80 carries and the
for
playmakings
T1
go
just
out,
yet,
I
although
think
those
that's
Merc
when
treads are
things
gonna
start
help
to get a bit
lot.
trickier. But he can play everything
Guma
well.
has been farming very
Worst
well.
case, they can
73
put him on
CS
like
to
a
the
Talia
70
maybe.
Pace needs
His
to be
Talia was
careful
really
of
cooking.
This.
And his ult, so very scary moment.
Yeah, there is the ignite immediately. immediately as Pantheon turns up
the
as well.
Pantheon ult, it's
Stun on
perfect.
Dorn, and Gwen
It's
is not
perfect.
immune, ladies and gentlemen.
It's perfect. The cannon's gonna be
And
1k
Faker
gold up.
has roam warp, but it's just not the same sort of
cannon's
impact.
gonna
You
be
can't see
one.
this
The
plays,
cannon's
no
gonna
way
be
you
really
can react.
scary.
They're the ones who are pushing the tempo. They're the ones who
I guess
are
the good news for
leading the
T1
charge
in
on
that
that
sense
top
is
side
he's playing
play,
Ignite, so the TP
observers
tracking
knew it,
is
we
pretty
knew it.
easy.
The Dorn just crashed for the play.
But the bad news is that cannon will one-shot you.
And now Cannon is
Zeus's
a
champion
massive
pool is
problem here in this
massive.
game.
He plays everything.
Owner is once again trying to set up for a dive.
Oh dear, teleport is going to come through from Zeka to
Except
bring
for
it towards
TF
his
top,
bottom
he's not
lane.
allowed to play that.
And
Alright,
so
they
that
go for the
will
bot
mean
dive.
an end to that play.
They were going to pull the
dive
trigger.
to come
Zeka
on
TP's
through.
early to cover
But
it.
getting that teleport.
They might be ganking mid right now.
Scatter. It's
Oh,
the
Faker
Kanavi follow-up there with the stun.
was
and
getting
the
ganked.
Ignite that he ticked.
Yeah,
Will
the
this
items in
Lucian
bot are
with all
really
the
good for
fuel
T1. They have
tools
Essence
here,
Reaver into no
Wild
item
available.
Kog'Maw.
Is this lead enough to get T1 into a third game?
Well, that is the
Culling
whole
not the
point.
best. There's Ping's
And
top
it's
from
not quite the
Owner.
mid-game
He's going to
just
try
yet,
and
but he is
salvage
still
top.
behind a few creeps.
Is
here
top
in this lane.
salvageable?
Does hit that first item spike
He's
first
gonna have to
because of
flash
all
for
those
it.
skills.
I think Zeus needs to make a mistake here if he's going to die.
Just peppering him with all this damage. It looks like it is going to be
And he can't solo
a
space.
dash
I
cannon
think top is
first
a
into
waste of
Zeus.
time. There's no setup on the cannon.
And that means that
I think this just exposes
Owner
bot lane a little
wanted to
bit
look
too
for a
much now.
flash cycle, vision
Like
on
if
the
Kennen
river
had
to
no
look for
flash,
it.
I think it's
Zeus
maybe
just kinda-
doable.
it's gonna be a
Maybe
lot
they
of
think
damage on
Kennen has no
Carrier.
flash, you know. Otherwise
There's
this play
a
just doesn't make
Pantheon waiting.
sense.
Polymorph and the exhaust now down onto Pays. Guma in trouble, but Owner is here at exactly the right time. Finds a Cyclone onto Kanavi. Gets the Aegis out and now teleport in from Zeus. He's looking for an angle.
Oh,
and
Zeus,
tries
that's
to get
deep.
on top of Pays.
It's just killing them, though.
Picks up the double with the help
Syndra
of the
stun to save.
artillery.
Oh
Scatter
my
wing
god, it's
comes
cooked.
down.
It's
Owner
cooked.
is
It's so
Zeus
cooked. Oh, he
to
flash
stay
W'd him and he got
alive
shielded by the
tries to
Lulu.
grief for the play. And
Oh
it's just
god, it's
more
all
food
gone
for the
wrong.
Homolive Esports war machine.
Zeus
Now,
just
with the
full
exception of that
sent it.
last play there from Faker,
He just full
I'm watching that
sent
play
it.
looking like those Hanwha fans in
Oh
the picture.
my
Picture
God.
that was sick.
And then
1,500
Zeka out of
kills
nowhere
for Zeus.
saves
And he
him
might
last
not be
second.
getting his 500th
And
game
then
if this
just
game
Faker
continues
tries to
anything
salvage it with a
like
kill
what
at
we have
least for
seen
the shutdown.
already. Guma picks up his
And the
Rage
Lulu
Blade
shield comes
off
in.
the back for Doran on the
HLE
cross.
topside. Oh my god.
They
They see the Wukong on the pink from the lane, so they know it's a 3v3, so Zeus TP's in early. I thought the T1 was out here.
He's not even really the
'Cause
main
he's so
factor
far
in this
behind them.
play. And they're like, no, we win this, we've got the advantage. Then they get outplayed massively here.
Presses
Watch this
E,
wild
R,
growth setup, and then Kennen
flashes,
shows up. He has
rocket
TP
belts.
advantage. Doran can't follow. He's got massive damage here, even without his first item.
Saved.
And then the steal.
And then
Zeka
Rise comes
to
in.
Get him out, and then Faker triples down and dies
Oh
as
my
well.
god.
Man, that was so beautiful from Zeus.
Oh,
Goes in, makes
Zeus.
the big
Rolling over
3,000
T1.
gold now,
3K gold.
13 minutes. It is
They
now
didn't exhaust
completed.
into Kennen. I mean, they do have exhaust into
And
Kennen, but it was on the other
I
side
don't
of the
know
map.
where it starts to feel better for T1 because it's a very different composition to what we saw
Oh, he's
last
dead.
time. As now Faker is in trouble. The Unleashed Power comes in.
He's
Scat of
dead.
the week. Should be enough space for Kanavi to
Farewell.
come on over and get the stun.
Yes.
Faker was running the wrong direction anyway.
Oh
so
man,
it's
the game
another
is really
3D
unplayable.
for
They can't
HLE.
go anywhere.
They
Gwen
man
loses
the
into
Pantheon.
Gwen is hard
They let
losing
it
into Kennen
through.
right now. Well, not hard losing,
And
but
I
Kennen
think
just pokes her.
They are regretting
So there's
that
nothing to be
choice
done
now.
top.
Incredible.
Syndra is a good answer into Rise. It outranges Rise, has a lot of burst, can control fights, and they're
Yeah, yeah.
Pantheon ult. And the Lucian Emilio is strong, but
1-5,
what can they
so
do this game?
100%
Click
kill
on dragons and hope for the
contribution here as
best?
well. And now we're looking for Dragon
T1
number
don't
2.
really,
T1
they
could
can't
make it
really
double
stick on
dragon.
Hammerlife, but Hammerlife can stick on
And they're
T1 if that
looking
makes
for
sense.
Zeka, actually. He is
Can
going
I
to
get
be
the
able to
cancel?
teleport away, though. I don't think that...
They're
Yeah,
pushing
T1 are
mid.
forcing
There's
the
no
Drake.
answer.
They're
T1
saying,
are
go
losing
Drake fight
everywhere
then.
right now.
I mean, there's no
Faker is
Syndra ult.
now back in that mid lane.
Zeka can
though.
reposition with
So
the
it
team.
might be an honest fight, but Owner is already on this Drake. Pace
Like,
is gonna
Rise
move
doesn't
on
have
over,
an
and
item
Carrier's
right now.
there
He's
for the
so weak.
support. Zeka shows up. and
Kennen's
you can see
also moving
Zeus
down. Doran has
running from
TP.
that top side. No teleport available. Doran does have his. And now that is going to be used to bring him towards this fight. For a little
They're
bit
full
of time,
committing
it
here,
might
T1.
be a 4v5,
Kennen no
but
flash.
Zeus getting here very, very quickly.
Gets the
That is going to
Drake.
be the secure.
Exhaust.
For T1,
Big
but the
stun by
scan from
Zeka. Oh my
is
god,
so
he's taken
good.
the Owner out of the
Owner
fight
trying to get
already.
himself out with that Warrior Trickster. And now Faker in a lot of trouble. The slicing maelstrom
Emilio
comes
heal.
in. And the
And
polymorph
ult.
is there as well. Carrier might be able
No
to keep
Syndra ult
alive.
for 5
Scatter
seconds. Oh
doesn't
my god.
actually get the stun. And the GOAT will live.
Okay, no
Zeka
Kennen
was
ult.
so close
I mean,
to his
T1
ultimate
did get the
throughout that
Drake,
fight.
I guess.
Just in this
I
game,
feel like
but right now,
Kog'Maw
I
can
just
just
don't
stand
see
there
it,
and
especially
hit the
with
Lucian in the
HLE
face and he
walking
just
out of that
wins.
fight, and now late
And
left
that's the
on
power
that
of
mid
Cog Lulu
turret.
into Lucian. Lucian
Yeah,
dash
it's
in,
likely they
Kog'Maw
can't
stand
get
still and hit
over,
him.
and more. Standing
Is
that range.
Zeus everywhere?
just goes in,
Is
looks
he
for another
everywhere?
angle, and there is no
What?
Reaper Carrier.
That
He's
just-
dead. So
that just
Faze.
happened. It just
And
happens.
Yeah, that turret's gonna die.
It
Zeus
feels like
just
nothing's happening and then
I have
something just
flash
happens.
up. You can't be
Humble Life
anywhere.
just
That is
dive in.
underneath the turret, and even that's not safe.
It's insane.
Oh, good mist to be put down here by Doran.
Like Lucian and Milio's
quite able
flashes,
to
look at the
kill him,
timers
but
of them.
still,
Lucian's
getting
just
closer.
came up.
Damage.
And I mean, they're just dropping the Herald to kill him. Kanavi's gonna have his stun ready.
Oh no,
I mean-
Doran could just be dead here.
think he is.
Straight up, the Aegis comes down.
Okay,
Q
Kanavi.
is going to miss. He should have another
Okay.
one of those though.
Kanavi Kanavi and Zeus are
There's just no
like...
way out. And Gwen is dead, and now Zeus is going to get closed in on here as well. The flash forward. Faker tanking up the turret. that will allow
They're
Oner
just
to get
doing
out of there
things
safely.
everywhere.
So there is at least one kill
Kanavi
back,
broke top
but
with
it's
Zeus.
11-4.
Then they dove bot.
And look at the top lane here. Zeka
It was
with
mostly
that kill
Zeus.
onto Doran is pushing
Now
this
they dove
super
mid.
hard, taking more plates
Even
out.
though it's their
Look at
bot
the back
lane.
here, but look at this flash play.
I think Zeus is calling it as well. He's saying Pantheon can ult here.
And look at the they have everything. They have the wild growth. They have the Kog'Maw position. The
I don't speak Korean, but he said Pantheon. He was calling Pantheon. I
I
love Zeus. I don't know what happened to him. I feel like Zeus was like insane on Jace, Gnar, Renekton. Now Swain, Mundo, Kennen, Vayne, like bro, he'll just fucking play it. Olaf, he's just sick at everything. He was a Kennen Jace trick, yeah, of course, but Kennen's not really meta now, right?
Push.
He only has 25 Renekton games, really? Why do I feel like Zeus when he started off, he just played Renekton, Gnar, and fucking Jace every game?
Unfortunately, not able can actually
Oh, there we go. I mean, Renekton in 2021 was his most played. There you go. Storm Surge,
Kanavi has the most
Rocket Belt, Kennen. So they dove Zeus earlier. They're going to try and dive him again, maybe.
Now online. Doesn't have to worry about these cooldowns.
The thing is, if they dive the Kennen there, Pantheon ults in and they both die. Oh, Pantheon ults in anyway.
Here once again, Kanavi shows up,
yo, this Kennen Pantheon is a crazy slam dunk combo. Pace is... I feel like that play from Pace was desperation. I actually don't blame him for that. Call me crazy. He saw his top side dying, and the game is losing away from him, so he just flashes in. But that lost the game. Now it's over. Zeka will stop them from getting soul point. Actually, the exhaust cooked him when Milio wasn't in range for heal. They don't get third Drake. They get Baron here at the HLE 8k gold lead. Like, I think this showing today from Zeus, I mean, all of Hamalife played insane today, but I think Zeus, Kanavi, and Delight today for me were just like
it was just unleash power onto the monkey.
Unreal.
This was Kanavi.
4 years ago when Zeka won a world championship.
I think Kanavi player of the series for sure.
12
out of 13 KP this game. Won the game in the team fight and the way he played the map for his bot lane. Syndra execute one shot. Man, T1 look. I will say T1 look.
Caster Blessing, I
They're
guess.
getting dunked on.
I was towards
Guma,
T1.
we gotta go
Oner
Pugmo skin though. Pugmo skin kind of cooks next time, deal?
From a few of these shots from
Guma
this
always
B
picks the
Kog'Maw.
wacky skins. Why is he playing the
And
B-Maw?
inhibitor turret will
Pink
go
astronaut
down. Inner in the
Corki. Why is
top
he
lane
playing
is
all these
also
fucking...
being
Yo,
softened up by
Now,
are you worried for T1? Nah, I'm not worried for T1. I think they'll probably put it together. They always seem to put it together.
Hail Mary play. Baker dives on in
this is
and
just...
takes the Death Realm exit.
This is just accepting
Pace
the
is in
loss order.
trouble here as well, slicing Maelstrom. Pace actually survives for quite some time, and there is the Cyclone to interrupt at the same time.
Kanavi.
The stance is going to fall. Doran's also dead. It is still a 1-5, but the fire kick onto Kanavi is so good. Pace still trying to dance around this fight. But
oh my god, Kanavi's just ripping them up, bro. 10-1 this game. He was like 9-0 last game. It's a Kanavi masterclass. Actual Kanavi masterclass. Everyone on Hamalife played excellent today, this series. But big shout out to Kanavi. Big shout out to Kanavi.
They are by far the deserving team here.
T1 needs to go back to the drawing board.
Round 2.
I feel like their syncing on plays just doesn't feel, it feels kind of off.
I think it was pretty mixed in terms of
They feel a little bit off sync.
50-50 on our side, if I remember
But this is T1
correctly.
form before Worlds
I think
normally.
people are reassessing the power levels of this squad right now. The draft in game 1 was fairly rocky, but they made it look like it was an easy call. Like their draft was way better with how they played those early skirmishes. And in game 2, they had a stronger draft, and they just pushed T1 over like they were made of...
Bro, people are so weird. They're so horny for like, criticize this player now, criticize. Why can't you praise the players that played well? Why does people need to be criticized? Hamalife just had a fucking great series. They just gapped the fuck out of them. Props to Hamalife. But everyone's just sitting there like stroking it, waiting for people to just flame the losers. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I flame losers, you know, if they int it or they run it down, but bro, Hamalife completely owned. But some people just get off the flame. They're like, flame this player now, otherwise my day is ruined. If you say it, my day is saved, and I'm gonna go fucking stroke it. Like, bro, you're so weird. Yo, relax.
With this lane matchup, and it just did not happen.
I mean, when you look
oh wow, we got lassoed by Delight. That was very cool.
When you looked at that one play from Oner bottom side where he was able to really look for the outplay, had the really cool Warriors trickster after the flash
and then
there,
they just whataboutism.
there,
But at least you criticized this guy yesterday.
That was a moment where
Yo,
you're like, okay,
can
maybe
people not
there's
tell
an
the
in.
difference
And
between
it's
like
but even
mistakes,
that wasn't enough, because
int,
Zeus
and then
was
like
so ahead.
people playing well?
He
It's
just came down and
crazy.
said, nah,
Actually, I'm getting
I
rage
think I'll
baited. I need to
just
stop
kill
it.
this solution. And Zeka also on the Syndra.
If you don't like my takes and you don't like the stream and you think it's this or that, you can go to the top right, click the X button, and enjoy your day. Okay, I will not miss you.
Pays comes in, gets that first kill. And Hanwha Esports really want to stick around here. Owners sacrifice.
If you want to unbiased,
that extra bit of burst here,
absolute, full fucking whatever the fuck, then find somewhere else.
He and Kanavi were running the top side, and then he took that lead and pushed it bottom. Look at this TP play here. This is where the game really ended.
And this is what we were talking about before we got into this series as well, is just how terrifying HLE can be with these pocket picks that they have.
Like, what do you want to say? Humble Life was fucking perfect today. They were literally, like, every play Humble Life did was fucking insane. Why can't we acknowledge that?
I think the only way you could vote for anybody who isn't Kanavi,
they played a giga losing bot matchup, covered it well, smurfed every team fight. Like, Zeus's plays this game were just... There's no counterplay. Like, what do you want to say? Oh, pace and carry out, you're actually a little bit too far up mid there. It's like, no. What the fuck? No one saw that play coming.
Zeus playing his cannon again, so I can imagine that you could be a bit enamored by that.
Look at this. I mean, they just kill Faker. Zeus sacrifices
himself. All right, now we have a really important series coming up.
A damn good try.
Now we have Nongshim versus Fearex seeding into the Fries group.
Gets the kick. Owner's peeling for him. And they're like, maybe we can buy a second lease on life. No.
Just not quite enough. And HLE far enough ahead in order to get themselves the win here, and you can see Zeus very relieved.
Be serious, Robert. What do you mean, be serious? I told you T1's getting dunked on. What do you mean to say?
In this series, and I really was expecting this
Fearex
to be a bit more of a
Nongshim.
bloodbath, a bit more back and forth between T1 and HLE.
I don't actually know how it works. If Nongshim wins this, do they get first place?
Already, but we do not care. We want to win the LCK as well and give ourselves the biggest chance possible.
And if Fearex win this, they definitely get first place.
Hayes, he was played through. He had a lot of money early, but it just didn't matter.
Nah, bro's scoreline's too good, right? They would,
Look at Guma.
they would go above Fearex, so Fearex would be third, Hanjin Brion would be first,
and
Nongshim would be second, right?
When everybody else is being so important. Kanavi's going to pick up a very, very understandable player of the match here. Only
Kanavi today
once, which is absolutely
insanity.
Ridiculous. 18,
Insanity.
1, and 12. Not a bad scoreline, you could say.
Insanity.
For the gentleman from the jungle. And I think if there's anyone that you want to be picking up POMs heading towards playoffs,
yo, Kanavi had a rough patch. I don't know if it was like...
He's looking like he's bounced
when was it? He had like a rough patch. I think it was like after MSI or like towards the end of it, or like I think it was after. Now he's so fucking back.
And Hanwha Esports will be taking the interview after a win, moving into
so there's going to be a T1 and Hanwha Life
interview. Some words about how they want to improve moving into that first round of playoffs for the now final.
Kanavi is the Nicolas Cage of League Pros. He's simultaneously the best and the worst you've ever seen. He does things on the else no one would think of. And he will never change for anyone while putting in 110% effort to be the psychopath he was always meant to be.
As far as the play-ins qualifications, and then the opposition that is going to be the decision there.
Prep that has to go into that, because it could be like B&K you're suddenly worried about, you know, and you got to watch every little piece and see who you want to
I will
get.
say, last thing for T1 fans, this greatly increases your chances of being 4th seed.
Definitely have to sift through to make sure that you are making the right
which I think is a good thing.
Coming up after this series, we are not done yet. We still do have to work out exactly where our Rise Group teams are going to be going as well to talk about those play-ins. But before that, it will be the full team interview with Hanwha Life Esports, who do have...
Today we got the Rise Group game. There's also BLG AL, which is quite good. I don't know when that's starting, though.
Explain exactly what their plan is going to be, their thought process.
That's starting in like a couple hours.
Themselves, because we know this team ramps up and gets better over time, but can you get better quickly enough in order to get yourselves back once again to win yet another World's Trophy?
Especially when it's, you know, you got two different issues today. You got in game one a bit of a hands issue.
Is Spin back? No, Flandre is back.
Game two, it's like,
I wonder if Flandre signed to BLG and was like, guys, I will play for you. And it's okay if you sub me out for Bin if he comes back. However, I will play against AL. That's in my contract. You will put me in.
Thank you very much, guys. This is here for the full team interview translation.
Yo, sometimes the mic chopped.
Joined by Hanwha Life Esports, who just got to qualify for playoffs round 2. We have Zeus, Kanabi, Zeka, Gumayushi,
Wait,
and
does this
Light.
mean that if
Congratulations!
T1 and DK win their
First
series
of
in
all,
playoffs,
let's have a chat with
Gen G
Zeus.
has to choose? They're gonna choose T1?
With playoffs round 2 on the line, you came out on top. So how does it feel to finish second? in
Now
the
that
regular
is
season?
cinema. Whatever happens.
Although
that is
we
cinema.
were aiming for first
Gen G picks
place.
T1 for the best of 5.
Slightly regretful that we actually had to fight for a second. I just knew that it would be really fun today though, especially that given that our opponent was T1 and right before playoffs, I mean, you know, I feel like we went through a tough
They'll probably
matchup
fix it in a
today,
sec. They'll fix it in a
and
sec.
had
Sorry, I don't want to
fun
put the volume
today.
too loud because it's just gonna be
And
popping.
Zeus, as a top laner, you are the third player to hit 1500 kill, and you are actually approaching 500 games in the playoffs. So, what other milestones do you want to reach? Yeah, before today's match, I saw Keen and Doran, and I noticed that, you know, I want to be able to play in this scene for a long time until I hit first place in those standings. And what is your
Zeus.
mindset for the playoffs?
Zeus,
During
reminder,
the regular season,
only
obviously,
22,
it wasn't
big career ahead of
always
him.
smooth, but towards the end, I feel like we definitely woke up and were able to improve our forms. And in the playoffs, I don't know who we're going to meet first, but I expect it to be difficult and quite challenging, but that's why I'm looking forward to it even more. And next we have Kanabi.
Holy.
You joined Hanwha Life Esports this year and finished your first LCK regular season.
Just got a
What
rift
kind of
round
goals
email,
did you
no
have
cap,
in the
you're
LCK,
lying.
and how much of that have you achieved
Let me
so
check
far?
mine.
Now, I used to be in the LPL, and I got to play in the LCK this time. And in the LCK, my goal was to get first place,
I
but
don't know
I
why I
think
put
I'm
up my
pretty
emails
happy
anymore.
about
It's
getting
pointless.
second.
Like, people have signed me up for
Kanabi,
sperm
I'm sure
donations.
you were very happy with your performance today. How did you feel? I mean, everything went really well from early to mid-game to late game, actually. So, I mean, I'm actually quite content with my own performance. And what would you like to say to your teammates to kind of hype it up? I mean, I think everyone played today's match so well, and the regular season was quite long. I just want to say thank you so much for being such great and amazing teammates. Let's give it our all for the playoffs and worlds. And Zeka, his second place was on the line today. What kind of preparation process did it take for you to take such a convincing victory?
Yeah, they're gonna be a T1 interview afterwards.
I mean, we were actually competing for these standings, and if we were to lose today, that means that we wouldn't have as big of a break. So I actually quite motivated to win today's match.
Wait,
Zeka, you're also reaching a lot of great milestones,
wait. Let me see the playoffs record.
and it looks like you are taking it step
Oh
by step.
my
How do you
God.
look back to the season? Well, it feels like it was just that hair of a difference for us to miss first place. But for the playoffs, I want to make sure that we're able to win and come out on top as the
Mike
first.
fixed! W. Chat, if
Yeah,
KT...
MSI,
How do they decide which one goes where?
with the MSI Championship, I'm sure that you're looking for the LCK
Wait,
title.
T1
so
play
what do you
first.
think will be the key point in the best of fives? I think in the current patch and the
T1
meta,
chooses?
there are a lot of various champions that are actually coming out. And meta
So you're telling me
seems
it's
to change
DK,
every
KT
so
round one?
often. So I want to make sure that, you know, the key point that we are able to download would be the meta read and also improvements on the champion pools. And next we have Gumayushi.
I love this league.
You were able to
What a
finish
beautiful playoffs
second
bracket.
place. So how do you feel? I feel like if we were to play round 3 a bit better, we would have been able to actually get first place. So yeah, it's a little regretful, but I feel like now is the most important part. So I think it's just that we'll just have to try even harder from now.
T1 bro DKKT round 1. Give it to me,
And
please.
how do you look back to this season with your teammates? I mean, I think, you know, I think we were able to all
Ooh, I like
eat
that.
good food and work out together. I hope that we're able to
That's how you
continue
get them.
being healthy
You
and
ate
happy
good
with
food
each
and worked
other.
out together. Wait, I can do that.
And what are you looking forward
Well,
to
maybe not the
in the
workout part.
playoff stage? I just feel like our team is a lot stronger on bigger stages, and we have such a high ceiling. So there's so much to show during the playoffs. I want to make sure that we can reach that ceiling. And lastly, let's have a chat with Delight. It was a 2026 season with new members. Well, it was a marathon with your teammates,
Are they-
so how do
What
you
the fuck
feel?
is Zeka doing?
We got a new jungler
What, who's
and
watching
AD
him warm up?
carry. You know, on big stages, they used to be my opponents, quite formidable opponents, and being able to have them as my teammates, it feels so reliable.
Not gonna lie, bluffing subbing out Delight kinda buffed him up a bit.
And now, after defeating T1, you are going straight into playoffs round 2. So, how are you going to prepare? I feel like our form just continues to improve. There's a lot of time to prepare, so I hope that we are well prepared in order to continue winning. And for the best of 5s in the playoffs, what is your mindset? I just really want to improve myself so that I can be happy with my own performance and hopefully get to win all the way up until we can lift the trophy. And going back to the captain, Kanabi, what is your message to your fans?
Kanavi.
You know, our fans, while watching our round 3, I'm sure you were a lot of you guys were concerned, but I felt like we were able to sort of improve our performance in round 4, and that's how we were able to finish second. So I hope that we can prepare well up for the playoffs so that we can win it all. Thank you so much as always. Let's give it up for Hana Life Esports. Thank you for the interview.
Alright, T1 interview.
Next up, although it was a disappointing loss for them, we're going to have the full team interview with T1, who put in their best until the very end. Make sure to give your energy to all the T1 players.
아쉬운 패배가 있었지만 그래도 끝까지 함께 열심히 노력해준 선수분들 전원을 모셔보도록
Although it was a
하겠습니다.
defeat, we have the full team who put in their best until the very end.
네, 선수분들이 나오실 때 여러분 따뜻한 박수 한번 보내주시면 좋을 것 같습니다. 네, 여러분 따뜻한 박수 한번 부탁드리겠습니다.
Please give it up
전원과
T1.
for T1.
Aware.
탑 도란 정글 오너 미드
Top
페이커,
Doran,
바텀 페이즈,
jungle
서포터,
owner, mid
캐리어
faker,
선수 모셔보겠습니다.
bot,
여러분
pace,
고생한
and
선수분들께도
support
따뜻한
carrier.
박수 부탁드립니다.
Please give them a round of applause.
네, 먼저 도란 선수께 여쭤보겠습니다.
First,
Oh, doing interview after a
Doran.
loss is rough, man.
정규 시즌 최종 3위에
A
자리하면서
regretful
Mental
loss,
sucks.
but you finished third in the regular season, and you will be off to playoffs. How do you feel? You know, it was our last match, and I really wanted to decorate it with a win, but it felt like we lost quite helplessly. So I feel like we'll definitely have to try even harder to prepare for the rest of the matches.
그리고 만족스러웠던 점이 있다면 어떤 부분들이 있을까요?
Which moment leaves a lot to be desired, and also which part of the season were you happy about? I feel like maybe just today's match, because
Oh no, the mic.
a lot of moments in today's match I wasn't very happy with. So I feel like there's a lot of regrets that we're leaving today.
네, 이어서 오너 선수와 이야기 나눠보겠습니다.
And next we have
오너 선수
Owner.
정규 시즌 3위로 마무리하게 됐습니다.
Owner, stay strong, brother.
좀 어떤
Third
감정이
in the
드시는지
regular season. How do you look back to this season? In rounds 1 to 2, I felt like we did really well, and towards the very end, it felt like we had made a lot of mistakes, which means that we weren't able to showcase good plays. So I feel pretty disappointed, and those are just moments that we have to fix up.
Yeah.
So what do you think you'll have to improve for the playoffs? I think all the mistakes and all those areas that we're lacking in, I want to make sure that we're actually able to fix it until the playoffs so that we are able to showcase a better performance.
I also kind of feel for the interviewer because she obviously needs to do the
And
interview.
Faker.
I think she's just doing quick
The
questions.
standings race this year was
Quick
even
questions.
more intense. So
It's not
how
easy
would
to
you
interview
rate
like
this
players
season?
when
I feel like
they lose. That's just
we
where it is. That's just the way
had
it
a
is.
lot of matches where we didn't play as we normally
It's not easy for the
do.
player. It's not easy for the interviewer when someone
We didn't
loses.
feel like ourselves, so I hope that I am able to
Quick
sort of make it up
questions.
to our fans because I feel very sorry for not being able to showcase a good performance. And so what is your mindset going into the playoffs? I mean, I think I definitely have to improve the team-wide performance, and we're just gonna have to give it our best every single match from now on. And next we have Paige. You joined T1 this year, and you have performed so amazingly well in the team. So how do you look back? I just feel like there are a lot of matches that we ended up dropping that we could have won.
Bro, call me crazy.
There are a lot more room for improvement.
I feel like, sorry, just a side
What
note.
kind of performance
Is
do
the
you
chat
want
getting
to
botted
show
by
in the
people
playoffs?
spamming to
Any
watch the
personal goals?
international? There's so many people coming in saying,
When it
watch
comes to the
TI.
playoffs-
I've never watched Dota in my life. I don't want to watch Dota, but I'm getting. There's so many people spamming
I
it
just want to
all
play
day.
even better.
It's like,
And
am
we'll
I
just
getting
have to
botted by
continue
like
winning
TI
in order to
advertisement
climb
or what?
up. And I just want to, we just have to prepare well in order to achieve that.
Is this happening to anyone else? Like, what the fuck is this?
And next,
Guys, I'm
we
not
have
gonna watch Dota.
Carria, this was by far the most competitive season. So, what kind of, how was this regular season for you? In this regular season, I think everything that we have shown so far is quite lacking.
이번 정규 시즌도 힘을 내서 달리셨을 것 같습니다. 플레이오프에서도 변함없는 응원 보내주실 팬분들께 한 말씀 부탁드립니다.
And what about any message to your fans
They
who
fixed the
will
mic, W.
continue supporting you in the playoffs? I just really wanted to end on a good note after winning today. You know, going into playoffs as second place, but I'm just really sorry that we're not able to achieve that. But for the playoffs, for next week, I want to make sure that we're well prepared so that we can climb as far as we can.
We're going up,
And
up.
lastly, going back to Faker,
Captain Faker.
T1's captain, any word for your fans? We're going to do our best to prepare in the remaining time and make sure to showcase a great performance for you guys.
Oh, something
And
feel.
lastly, please give it up for T1 players, and that is all from T1. And back to the desk. Thank you.
You know, obviously we've watched T1 for many years now, but this time, bro, like. Something feels really off, man.
It is a 2-0
Like
victory
sometimes they're funny
for
and they get across the line and like.
They kept it entertaining, but
I feel like I say this
I
every
would
year though.
say
Do I say this every year?
comfortable? Like close but comfortable. I feel like it wasn't really in doubt. Both these matches very fast here, gentlemen.
It was really
Maybe I
good,
shouldn't say it
but
again.
at the same time, it was
Something
a
just
lot
feels
more
in the air, it just
coordinated
feels like-
compared to last few games. I
don't know,
think
man.
HLE was struggling a lot. In
Ending a
terms
regular
of
season like that
their
is kind of
late-
rough. I guess I say it every year, but it
think,
feels valid every year.
mostly
You
on
know what I mean?
outside,
Like,
they struggle to find what support player they want to play with. But now, with the Lighting, we could see him landing insane engages on his Alista once again. And I
Vibes
think
just feel
overall,
rough.
They had such a great game. and I
vibes feel
think
rough.
It looks really great coming into this.
All right.
playoffs.
Yeah, I think HLE shows phenomenal performances today. Especially, I think they, you know,
I won't speculate.
we
Chat.
call, like, T1 Circus,
CRX versus
surely
Nongshim
there's a
next.
positive-
Big
positive
series.
way
Big
in
one
the negative way,
for the
but I
Fries
think
group.
today, they actually used really well that they were trying to circuit, and it turns. It could have been really good for T1, but I think
Someone said you
HLE
literally
pulled
said
off,
it.
like,
Link to
really
YouTube
nice
link. Rick
coordination
Ashley.
as a team. I feel like it was like way more, you know, synced up as a team, and it was a more connected. And I think the communication was a higher level for sure compared to like last week or 2 weeks ago, as what Wadi mentioned. I think that was a really, really good deployment.
Don't say the word
Also, the
alright. It
drafts
makes us
as
think
well,
you're ending the
showing
stream.
some Kennen here.
Not gonna lie, the LEC
When
games today are
on the
fucking
bottom side of
cheeks,
the
so
map, winning is to play
maybe after
Codra.
LCK we gotta sneeze it.
Unreal
Oh my
cooking
god.
as they get the playoff bye. Let's take a look at the
Do I really want to
POM
watch
votes, though.
KC versus
We
Shifters?
start with
Can you
11
just
out of
fucking put it in an
13.
email and send it?
Tijic and Media.
Like, what's the point?
I think both those guys had great games.
All right, I think I respect Zeka vote though. I think Zeka has been really dominant. I think several days. He's been really good for like every single champion. I really like the Zeka vote.
Okay,
as well.
this
But
guy is so
there's three
stupid.
things
He
that
almost had
don't
me.
stop.
He linked me the cat laughing meme,
Police cars,
but it has a 3-second delay.
vehicle.
Like, you're so boosted. I'm sorry. Like, that is embarrassing.
From the
Whoever
man who
linked that
brought
is
Kitty
that is
online.
dog shit what you just
Here's
did.
the kind of
You
view.
missed your one and only chance with an awful
Got
link.
better.
Yo,
Getting
yo,
better.
Finn, yo, Gelfin, thanks for the 1 gifted subs.
Kind of